Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing an update. My eyes look really weird under this lighting, but I'm going to be doing an update on my propagations that Emma Greenwood sent to me. I look like this because I've just had a nap, so I just let it slide. So it's been, I think it's been yes, it has been a month since I last updated you with what these cuttings are looking like. So I thought it was about time. That we have another look and see how they're doing. And I haven't pulled the lid off yet, and I can see something very exciting. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll get on with that. But before that, I just want to quickly show. I look like a vampire. This ain't right. What is up with my eyes? I like blue eyes, but like my eyes look like they're glowing. So my Ripsalis is growing a nice new what do you call that? Stem? Leaf stem? So that's the Ripsalis paradoxa, which is awesome. So I'm really glad that's growing. I do have the other propagated Ripsalis in the propagator still, not the propagator I'm going to show you today, but a different propagator. And quickly, whilst I'm here as well, beforehand, my little cactus is flowering. I can't take any credit because I bought it like with a bud on it. But this guy, let me try and get him out. He's in this little cat planter because I thought that looked quite cute. But he's like not even in there. He's just kind of balanced in there. If I try and get it out, watch me knock this flower off. I'll show you the name. No, I won't. It's called a Gymnocal Frederichii, and the gymnocal on here is actually short for something else. I'll put it on the screen if I remember. But the flower is looking really pretty. I've kind of missed it each day because by the time I come back, it's closing up, and I find it weird because it looked like it was closing up earlier, but apparently it was opening up because it's now like open. Doesn't smell. Unless I've lost my sense of smell. I'm joking. That's not funny. But yeah, I bought him for £2.50 and I just bought him, when was it? It was only a few days ago. But like I bought him because he reminds me of when you get the astrophytums that have like the really nice red coloration on them. And yeah, I just thought it was really cute. Anyway, let's get into the video and I'll show you guys the propagator. Here's a closer look at that flower. That is so pretty. Such a like lovely colour. You can see in, yeah, you can kind of see in there. It's got like the little stamen and stigma in there. You can only just see it. It looks like it's still got a little way to open. And then we've got this little second one here, which is really cute. So I'll pop that off to one side because this is the main interest of the video. I haven't checked on it in a while, and the problem that I've had with this is that though it's been really wet, the little pots inside have been drying out just a little bit, which is perfect for the hoyas, but not so perfect for the maranta and a couple of the other bits in there. So anyway, let's get to it. And oh wow, oh nice. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, the first thing I want to quickly show, which I didn't even notice, is this little begonia here. This is the begonia. I've seen it called begonia tiger paw or tiger claw. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember which one Emma said it was, but he's actually got his little leaves coming up, so that's really cute. Look, I'll say look like you haven't. Yeah. Oh, the colours are gorgeous as well. Oh, that's really cute. I didn't even notice that. But even more exciting than that is that finally, I'm so glad because I was so worried about killing this. My beautiful Philodendron Verrucosum has actually shot up. That is, I believe in the last video it was only down here. It was maybe an inch, and now he's come up with his new leaf, and he's got some more roots coming out of that node. And it was ever since I transferred him into just sphagnum moss, because he was in a mix of orchid bark, sphagnum moss, and multi-purpose compost. And yeah, he's holding his own leaf up as well. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I'll put him to one side. Actually, I don't know if I want him that close to the light. I'll move him but just behind me. But I'm so happy about that. That's well good. Okay, the Hoya Krinkle 8 is doing good. His new leaves haven't still got the crinkles yet, but I love that so much, and he's rooted, well rooted in there, and he's loving life. Yeah, he's got a little root coming out the bottom as well. So he's doing really well. Which then we've got the Hoya Hindu rope, so the Hoya Carnosa compacta, and he's just chilling. I think he did have some new leaves coming, but maybe they've dropped off. I don't see any new leaves on there. I'm sure there was a couple just here, but unfortunately maybe they've dropped off. He's definitely rooted in there. Maybe I'll try and transplant him into something a bit better. Then we've got the this one is the Epipremnum pinnatum, I believe, and unfortunately his leaf did dry out and he got a little bit burnt. He's still absolutely perfectly healthy, and he's gonna troop through it. He'll be fine. He just needs a new leaf to come through. But yep, he's still alive. Really sorry about that, Emma. That poor little guy. I promise I'm taking care of him. It's just when they're in these, you really can't see when they've dried out. Okay, right here. This one is from my friend Megan, and this is a a Ficus pumila, just the normal green variety, and perfect for terrariums. So I'm actually going to try and grow this on and put it into Sprout's new enclosure. Sprout is my African purple banded millipede, if you guys haven't heard of him. I know obviously some of you have. Right, what else do we have here? Oh, okay, so the Maranta's actually got a dead leaf. Right, and then we've got the fireworks. We've got the lipstick plant here, and since I planted him in the right way up, he's actually thriving. So all this is new growth here. We've got some new growth down in there, and some new growth down in here. So that's really good, I'm happy about that. And we have 0 casualties with him. How many stems? Yeah, there's 3 stems and they've all survived. So I'm really happy about that, because they have beautiful patterning on both the underside and the upper side of the leaf. So I'm loving that. He's looking a bit messy at the moment, but obviously he's still in his propagation form. He will that looks really... When it's got the water on the leaf, it actually looks kind of like you can see through the leaf. That's really interesting. It's like when you see a jellyfish and you can see through... Is that picking up on camera? Maybe it is. You can kind of see the depth of the leaf through the surface. That's so weird. Right, next up we have, this one is doing really well, but he got a little burnt, and I'm not sure why, because the environment hasn't changed. He's been under the same grow light the entire time, and this one hasn't actually dried out. So this is the Begonia maculata, just like I believe it's just one of the angel wing begonias, and it is gorgeous. The colour of the new leaves is so pretty. It is a shame about this leaf, but like I said, it's been growing so quick, and this leaf is so nice. I think that was the original leaf. Was that the original leaf? There was 2 original leaves, I remember that, but I don't know if they both fell off or if just one of them fell off. But either way, these 3 under here are definitely all new, and this one is quite pretty. The colour is really nice and pale. I do have 2 of my ZZ plant. I still haven't learnt the name, the Latin name. It's like Zami something, and then Zamifolia. They're both rooted, and these, I'm not expecting any new growth from these for a long while, because they grow very, very slowly. Yeah, you can see I almost called that grass. The gravel and sand has really dried out, so I do need to just douse this all. Right, let's go for this gorgeous guy here, or girl. I think that's probably a girl because it's called Australis Lisa. Not that I'm sticking genders on names. Oh my god. Right, this one has grown really nicely. So these 2 leaves here are brand new, and they've started to mature. I think they'll probably get a little bit wider, a little bit broader, maybe just like this one. But he's doing really well, and he's got some new growth coming as well. So he/she, they them is loving life. So that one, I really love that one, really pretty. And then here we have the Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen, and this one, this leaf here is brand new, and I love the variegation on this one side. And I think it's really interesting because you see on this side it's got a lot more of the chlorophyll. This side hasn't got a lot of the chlorophyll, and yeah, you can see the vein. This side has actually developed so much wider than the side with no chlorophyll, and I just thought that was really interesting. And the tip is just plain white, and I hope that doesn't burn because it looks really pretty. Definitely one of my favourites. Love that one. Oh, then we've got the Hoya carnosa here, and this one has, yep, this one's got 2 new leaves coming. You can just see a little nobule there, and then that little leaf coming there. It's got a lot of aerial roots coming out. A lot of there's a little hair on him. Get off! It's from my dog. I hope. I'm joking. Oh god, I'm gonna need to edit this video. Right. He's doing really nicely. These aerial roots are looking a little bit ugly, but it means he's alive and he's rooted really nice and well in there. But this, yeah, you can see this is quite dry. Not a problem for Hoyas like this, but they're a lot more dry than I was anticipating. We've got the begonia here that looks rather, oh wow, okay, see that, I've not seen that yet. I could probably cut that leaf off relatively soon because it's looking rather messy with his dead leaf, but that is so pretty. I don't know if the lighting, he's like shadowing his own leaf. Look at that. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm so glad about that because he's taken a very long time to get that leaf out, and now that is really pretty. So this is the Begonia maculata wyetii, and that is really good. I'm happy about that. He does need a little bit of water, but that's no problem. Oh yes, that's really good. Okay, here we have the Maranta. He's looking very thirsty. He's got his new leaves coming out. His 2 old leaves have died off, and you can see how this one is trying to uncurl, but because it's just thirsty, it's gonna be it's not gonna uncurl until I water it. So I'm gonna get this one straight in water in a second. But if you disregard those 2 dead leaves, all of this in the center is brand new growth. So he's still doing good. Just please excuse those poor little guys on the edges. This is actually some cuttings that I took of my Hoya carnosa crimson princess, and by the looks of it, they've all rooted. And this new leaf, oh, I'm shaking. This new leaf here, this is new. This leaf is brand new, and it's looking really nice. Got a lot of variegation in there. And then we have a leaf down here that's not got much variegation. So it'd be interesting to see, similar to the Hoya carnosa crimson queen, whether the side with more chlorophyll will grow wider than the side without. That'd be interesting to see. But yeah, there's just, what, 4 cuttings in there? I just took those because my one was getting rather large. Mine's really large now, it's lovely. And so I could afford to take some cuttings. So they are them. And that's everything in there. And what else? Oh, I'll go grab the begonias because I have that whole jiggy mini propagator with the begonia leaf cuttings, which are doing really well. So I'll go bring those over now. I'll just quickly water these. So the way I've been watering these so far is that I'll use this bottle where I've just like pierced a hole in the lid, and then I'll directly water each one, maybe twice, depending on how damp they get from the first watering. With the begonia, I'm not gonna water him because he's really wet. Not this begonia. I mean this begonia. Because he's already really wet, and then the ZZ ravens are already really wet as well, so I won't be watering those 2. But basically I've just been doing that, and then I'll get a load of the water and then just fill up the bottom, not fill it up, just make it like nice and wet, let that soak in, and then that really brings up the humidity to, I'd like to say almost 100% most likely. And I found that has really been like created the perfect environment for all of these to really grow. I've been checking on it maybe once every 2 weeks, which is probably going to change now because these poor little guys, I'll snip those off in a second. I'll leave this leaf to harden off. I'll leave this leaf on here until this guy hardens off, and then I'll get rid of that adult leaf, that nasty looking leaf. But yes, what was I about to do? Get the begonias. Right, so here's the other little propagator that I've been using for the begonia leaf cuttings, and you can just see how well these are doing. The propagator is like, yeah, it's a little bit dusty, but I've been keeping this just damp, not saturated, literally just damp, and the begonias are loving it in here. Let me try and get a close up. So these ones I'm not exactly sure of the identifications, but the coloration you can see already is looking stunning on these leaves. So this one here is coming up. This one's quite recently come up, and the coloration is just so pretty, really nice and pink, and then a lot of silver speckling. Very similar to this leaf. However, this leaf, I don't know if you can see, but like on each spot of silver there's actually like a central hair, and I think that's really interesting, and that's the difference between these two. And obviously the coloration on this is a lot more spotty, whereas this one's a lot more splashy, if that is the classification for you. And this one in the center has just exploded, and he's doing really, really well. I'm going to leave him in here for a lot longer until I transfer him, because I've found, and I'm sure Laura can relate, sometimes when you disturb these too soon, they do end up declining, which is really frustrating because of how much time you spend doing them. And there is a screaming child in the garden. There we go. And then, oh, this one I do know, this is the begonia Marmaduke, and this is Emma's famous reverse Marmaduke, I'll say, where it doesn't actually have the patterning of the Marmaduke, it's just a very lime green coloration. And it does have some speckles. I mean, this one, I don't know if you can see. Well, you can see on the new guy, he's coming up with some really nice speckling around the edges, which I'm really excited to see that expand, because I think that's going to be a really pretty leaf. If I can try and pull you up. No, so there's actually like no... Oh, yeah, just here. There's just some red speckling on the end. Disregard the burnt on the end. But there are a few little spots here. So it's going to be really interesting to see what this little leaf comes out like. Then we've got this begonia here. I can't remember the name of these guys, but I think this was one cutting, or was it? Yeah, I think it was one cutting. I cut it into two, and then I stuck it in there, and this has been growing for months now, and he's just been loving life, to be honest. The leaves stay relatively small, but that's absolutely fine with me. So I'm just leaving him in here to let him mature a bit more, until I know where I want to put him, because I'm kind of worried that when I take him out of this really humid environment, they may decline quite a bit. So it's going to need to be like a slow process, or I'm going to need a specific humid place to put them. And then we've got another tiger paw here, or tiger claw, I can't remember the name, and he's just starting to come up with one little leaf there, and then he's got one little leaf behind, if you can see, and that little leaf behind is looking so cute. How cute is that looking, that little guy? Oh, focus, look at it, it's got like little red specks on it. It just I'm hopeful for that one. But these are doing really well, especially that one in the center. I mean, I love all of them, to be honest, but this one, I imagine these leaves get rather large. Well, I don't need to imagine that they get large because there's an adult leaf right here. But they're doing really well. So just a quick update on those. They're all doing really good. Like I said, I'm going to leave them in here for at least another 3 or 4 months, I will say, because the lid is quite tall anyway. They've got a lot of growing space, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna leave them there. That looks so pretty, like through the glass as well. Plastic, it's not glass, it's like a cheap ass plastic. So that is all of my propagations from Emma Greenwood. Make sure you check out her channel. I'll quickly stick a link here, or her name, and then I'll link it in the download as well. Right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed that quick update. It was good for me to see, because the begonia and the Verrucosum, the Philodendron Verrucosum, were doing really good, and I hadn't realised how well they were doing. You can see here quickly, this is like where I keep my Hoya Crimson Princess, and it is just doing amazing. You can see some new leaves coming through here. Ignore the boxes and the mess, and I don't know what you can see on that side. Just don't look please. Oops, chill, right, calm. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I've got a lot. I think I need to do a bit more plant updates, because everything seems to just be doing its own thing, and I'm kind of doing my own thing. And I think like me and the plants are like missing each other. We're passing each other. So I need to like get on it and get you guys, show you guys the updates. And let me quickly, I'll quickly show you my one of my favourite. Oh, apart from that. There we go. Right, this is one of my crassulas, the ogre ear, the giant ogre ears, that I like absolutely am still obsessed with, and I cannot believe it was only like £3.50. And I went back to that garden centre again, and they're still there, and they're still only £3.50. Well, they're not going to change the price, are they? But like, how are they still there? Like, that is so nice. He's like not as coloured up as he was. I think because I've got him under just this. I've got him under my Mars Hydro Grow Light, which is not like really intense on the blues and reds. So he's not getting as intense light. This is my outro, and I'm bringing in another plant. But I just thought I'd show you guys him because he's looking so good. I love that so much. I did propagate it. How much? My phone's on like only 7%. So I'll try and quickly show you something. So I've got another propagator here, and it's got some salvias in it that have gone absolutely insane. A lot of the leaves have dropped off of there. But the reason I was showing you this, look how this isn't the reason actually, but look how lime green that algae is. Oh, I thought it was a spider. That's still not the reason I was showing you. But like, I've propagated this crassula here, and that is the ogre ear crassula, but it's growing, looking like a normal crassula. Can you see that? No, you can't. You can kind of see that. Anyway, I won't show you that in detail just yet because I don't really know. And there's my other paradoxes, my other Ripsalis paradoxes just there, just so like you guys know that I'm not making it up, that I have more. Not that. Oh, that salvia. Wow, that salvia smells well strong. Why have I never realised that before? The leaves actually smells really, really like a cocktail. Right, I'm gonna put this down. It's grown too big for the propagator. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm sorry about my like post-nap state of mind. That sounds like a 1975 song. I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more, definitely subscribe. And I don't want to get boring mentioning my shop, but on the 11th of November, I'm doing a. Me and Megan have decided we wanted to do a sale, so it's you're going to get 11% off on the 11th day because it's like Remembrance Day. So if that interests you guys, then remember the code REMEMBER11, and that will get you 11% off of your order. Yeah, so we just thought that'd be a nice way of like obviously giving you guys a little bit of a discount if you guys are interested, but do not feel pressured, and please don't feel like you have to look at it because you really don't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.